Today we're going to practice some Chinese brush painting, and to get ready to do that we're going to practice getting making different shades with the black. So we're going to start out by dipping our paintbrush into the water and swiping it off on the side and tickling around in the black paint over here. I'm going to get a lot of black on my paintbrush because I'm going to start out with the darkest value, which is black. So right over here I'm going to make a little mark with black, dark as I can get it to be. Okay, then I will dip my brush into the water, wiggle it around a little bit, swipe some of that black paint off and kind of rinse it again. And swiping it off, then I'm going to go right next to that dark black value and paint again. This time, since I rinsed some of the black off, the value should be getting lighter. So again, I will add no more black paint. I'm just going into the water cup, rinsing my brush, moving it around in there, wiping it off on the side, and then painting right next to that value. And as I continue to do that, the value of the dark black should get lighter and lighter as I'm going along. So I'm going to keep rinsing this, and even though my water is getting really, really dark, I'm still able to use it to rinse out and swipe the side of the brush to clean the brush to an almost white, clean color now. Now I'd like you to practice making a value scale with your black ink and water, please. Alright, the next thing that we're going to do is practice making different brush strokes. So we're going to use the same brush and try to see if we can get different brush strokes out of it. The first thing I'm going to do is swipe over here in the paint. I've got a little bit of water on there. Now I'm going to go over to the side of the water cup and I'm going to really swipe it on the same side over and over again because I'm trying to create a fine flat tip so that I can try to make a very thin brush stroke. So up here I'm going to make a very thin brush stroke. Okay, then I can dip in a little bit of water again, swipe it off, and this time I'm going to try to make a brush stroke that's a little bit thicker. And I'm going to continue doing that using different sides of the brush to make thicker brush strokes. Now I'd like you to try to use the brush as it's flattened a little bit to push down to make thick brush strokes and thin brush strokes. Now we're going to continue doing some Chinese brush painting and practicing our brush strokes. This time we're going to talk about the pressure that we're putting on the brush. What is pressure?
Pressure is when you take your paintbrush and you put it down and you go really hard.
And you press down hard. Okay.
Push down hard.
So we're going to practice with different kinds of pressures. So I'm going to practice with light pressure, and then I'm going to push down and pull up and push down and pull up and push down and pull up and push down. Okay? Another way that I can practice that is this way. I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to press down and pull up. Press down and gradually pull up. Down, up, down, pulling it up, pressing down, and pulling up. And as I'm pulling up, I'm getting a thinner line, similar to what I was getting up here when I was using just the tip of my brush. So I'd like you to continue to practice. Press down, pull up, press down, pull up. Practice playing around with the pressure that you are applying to the paintbrush as you are using it.